But hey guys, back out from my pad here. Today is a very exciting day. We're gonna be building a fourth arch on my along my veggie garden, and today I'm gonna show you exactly what I do step by step. So guys, each of these arch cost me about $50 and maybe 10-15 minutes the most of labor. So guys, come on, let's get started. Let's build an arch. Okay, so for this we need two of these posts, and right here I have a 6-foot post, and let me show you what it looks like. It has these little hooks that you can hook the cattle panel on, and at the bottom this is the side that you put down into the ground. You see it has this little arrow piece pointing down. This 1-foot piece is the piece that you want under the ground, and that's gonna be what anchors it. So this side is up and this side is down. So I already put one post in, and you can see I put it with the hooks facing this way because we're gonna have to hook the cattle panel onto it. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, kind of line it up with the other posts that I had put in before, the other arch. So it's about 1 foot out. So I'm just gonna put it in the ground. So it's pretty easy because I have this in my veggie bed. It's pretty easy to just use my shoe and put it down, and then when it stops you can just use this is a mallet that I keep only for the garden. You can just use a mallet to hammer it in. Hammer it all the way in until it's down in the ground. And it's a little bit stuck for me. Another thing you can use, there's something called I think it's called a driver, that you can put over it and just drive it down. You can just drive it down, but I don't think it's necessary to spend $36 since I only have a couple that I have to put in. So I'm gonna see if my son can help me drive this in. Come give me a couple swings. Have my big son visiting from college, so I have to use the manual labor while I can. All right. Yep, I see it going down. So he's driving it all the way in. All right, and now it's buried. Make sure when you shake it, it's pretty firm. You feel the firmness. You want to give that a couple swings. That's pretty much in, but you can just give it a couple swings. So that might take you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending if you have help, and depending on where you're doing it. If you're in rocky soil, of course, it's going to take longer. All right, so that's perfect. So now we're going to get the arch and put the arch on. Danny, need help? All right, so I'm gonna stand it up first. Well, because this side is very busy, you know, I have my broccoli that is almost on its way out, but I really love the flowers. I'm not ready to put up the broccoli. So I'm gonna stand it here and then connect it on this side. Are we gonna bend it this way? All right, so, and if the broccoli gets messed up, it's okay because it's already done. I can just harvest that one left. What are you gonna do, lift? Yeah. Okay. Go that way. All right. I think I'm gonna put the broccoli in front and my basil in front. Oh, All right. All right. So here we go. So we have this side here. And then now we're going to try and hook a couple pieces on. So I'm going to use the second hook here and hook this on. Well, first let's make sure that's in place. You hook onto this one and press it down. So you make sure you have at least one hooked in. Okay, so he has his hooked in. So I'm going to do the same thing on my side. So I'm going to hook onto the same one that he's hooked into. Take your shoe and let's push it in. Yeah, we need a little pliers. So we're going to get a pliers because this was an old one in the garden and it's kind of bent, a little bit bent out of shape. So I'm going to get a plier to get that in. All right, we don't have a plier, but we're just using the garden shears to kind of squeeze it out. And if you buy them brand new, you won't need to do this, but this is just because it's old. All right, so now we can push it in. All right, so that is going to keep it in place. What you can do, what I always do, is I always use some zip ties on it. Usually I try and get it a little bit closer to the side so I can zip tie it. Let's see if I can squeeze it in. And then I use at least 3 zip ties. There are also some hooks that come with it that you can use. So the zip ties, like 3 zip ties on each one, are usually enough. I can only find 2 zip ties, but this will hold it for now. So let's do the other side. Just put your zip ties on. I use zip ties for everything, guys. Even my greenhouse. My greenhouse is tied together by zip ties. All the legs of the greenhouse are basically pulled together by zip ties. Zip ties are wonderful. Zip ties are your friend in the garden. And that's it. Once I get some more, I'll put a couple more on. But for now, I can literally, if I was tall enough, I could probably swing on this. And this is going to be beautiful when my butterfly piece takes this over. So it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And, you know, if I want to put another tomato on this side, I can. It's a little bit crooked right now. But once I get the zip ties, that will put it in place. Well, that's it, guys. There are so many benefits for growing food vertically. First of all, number one reason, you save a ton of space. Instead of your food sprawling all over the ground, it will grow vertically and you can basically grow the same thing in 1 square foot of space. It's also more pest resistant when you grow your food vertically, because when you allow your food to sprawl all over the ground, you're more likely to get pest damage. So guys, you can even, and then these arches are very, very sturdy. You can even grow little pumpkins, watermelons. There's a whole lot you can grow, not just tomatoes and cucumbers. Plus it looks beautiful. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. So guys, that's it for the video. Here are my 4 arches, and hope this encouraged you to go on out and you know, build an arch today. It took us maybe 10 minutes. There was it's a little bit awkward, so you definitely need 2 people. But guys, you can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, guys. Till next time. Bye now.